Welcome, ladies and you boys, too. I'm Maravero, here as always, and here is Nature's Beauty. This is episode 5.5. If you're going looking for episode 5, well, you better be prepared for a dose of silent treatment because I have like an hour worth of footage and I had my mic muted. So we'll just have to cover all the basics. This way. Oh, I have it. There we are. I have slime because all of this nice open space down here apparently contains a slime chunk, and a slime came and challenged me, and he lost. And the result of having slime is that I now have leads. And because I had leads, I was able to bring in some animals. Oh, and I also have diamonds, because the mining. I figured out how to make this excavator thing. There it is. There it is over there on the left, right? Over, let's see, hammer, excavator. Okay. And the recipe will be appearing on the screen now from the clips that were silent. And I'm going to come in here and sleep so that I can go and show you the rest of what has happened. All right. Armed and equipped as we were with an excavator and a hammer, I took a hair. That means I just. Oh no! Don't do that to me! Don't do that to me! On a whim, took a hair as a whim. Okay, yeah, come out in the sun, why don't you? Okay, let's not talk about that just yet. I'm gonna come over here because I don't want to look at the stupid monkeys that are burning. Well, they're not really monkeys. You can follow me if you want to. It's just going to expose you to the sun. Stop! I'm trying to do things here. Really, just... Ooh, did you hear the ring of that sword? Okay. Anyway. I came over here with my excavator and my hammer. And you remember this hole we spotted? I decided that this hole right here, run down, should logically connect over here to this little fishing bay by way of a tunnel, and so we now have a tunnel. And it came out kind of close to that lava spill, which is very good. It didn't hit the lava spill, and yay. Okay, now at this point I will start to talk slower because I have just realized that I'm talking fast. Okay, so, the result of having dug this tunnel, which was, as I said, a whim, a thought of the moment that was fulfilled. Let's see if I can get up here now, since I ran away from up here a minute ago. Now, of course, want to be back here. Okay, so if I have this tunnel down here, going around the outside of the, going under the mansion, well, beside the mansion. Move, tree! Gosh. Okay. So I was talking rather loosely in the previous episode about bringing a road around this way, and my thought was that I would bring it around at the level where this cobblestone wall starts to go down there. And then I dug that tunnel. And when I dug that tunnel and when I looked around a little bit more, I realized there's not that much mountain right here. So I think I might want to dig a tunnel here too. And could then bring the road just kind of around the base of the mansion. It's like, what's this thing called? Okay, bring the road around the mansion, go through the tunnel, come out there over there by the fishing bay, and then, I don't know, the access to the front door for the trade thing still? I'm not sure. Okay, so, anyway, so there's a tunnel there that happened, and then because I had leads, I ran around the area and I gathered together these lovely specimens of livestock. Right here, I have a piggy who was very cute to bring home. And look, bush. And we have some sheep, rams, yeah, sheep. The males are kind of pushy. Look at them pushing each other around. I'm not sure if they can be... Oh, well, that one says he's well fed. It doesn't say he's content. There was a ewe in here. Where did she go? I had 4 rams and 1 ewe. And so the one that has apparently succeeded in escaping, or Let's see, this is 1.12, so I guess it's possible they could have just squished her into a corner. Yeah, okay, there was a U, but there doesn't appear to be now. So we have a whole bunch of pushy men trapped in a small space without any females. You know how these things go. And that's not going to get me any more sheep, but it'll get me enough wool for whatever my wool purposes are. All right. Is it night? Where's my sun? Okay, there it is. I have decided that over here, this is behind the pen that has I think over here, there needs to be a little barn or shed, maybe, that has the piggies in it. This will be a little home for something. Maybe piggies, maybe... Yeah, maybe the piggies. The piggies. I want to separate these things out into separate groups. Separate out into separate groups. Yep, exactly. How many spots do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that looks like a good size for the structure I have in mind, which is a very basic shed. Let's go here. I don't know about these logs. 3, 4. I mean, it's a pig shed. Does it really need to be 4 blocks high? Not sure. Let's go ahead and throw some 3, 4. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna make it about this big. I just want it to be big enough to contain the 2 pigs that I have. Which I should look. Let's see. That one's a sow. And look, there was 2 pigs here a second ago. Literally a second ago. Okay, there it is. I was like, no, where'd my piggy go? Okay. Tree? Seriously though, tree? I mean, yeah. Let me just come in here, would you please? I'm only trying to get over here where I can see this piggy over here. Here, piggy. That's a hog. Okay, so I have a sow and a hog, so I should be able to make all the pigs I need from one of each of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll put that there. And we'll just have a little structure here. I'm not going to make it too overly complicated. And then getting the sows and the piggies and nothing else in there is going to be a bit of a problem. Let me go ahead and lead this out. Lead this out? Yeah, lead this out. Sure. Lead. Yeah, like this. Let's see. Go over here. This is going to be too tall. Wait, stop. Okay. Argumentative grass blocks. Do you ever have that moment? Like right now I'm having that moment when the stupid little blue bar at the top of the windows, you know, because I've got my game in a window, because that's how I play it normally. The stupid little bar at the top of the window in this present and exact moment is bugging me. Tell me why that silly thing is bugging me right now. Okay, I'm gonna run this way and make ourselves a little pig pen enclosure along here. I don't like this, but I would have to extend this is in the wrong place. I would have to extend the log. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. I just want it to be a very rustic sort of a pen. It doesn't have to be very big. It's just two piggies right now. Not sure how this works with the Animania piggies. Something is a little bit off. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go there. I think I'll have the little piggy gate in here like that, and then we'll have like that. Do I want the walls of this to be like a stone? I think I want these walls to be stone. Maybe stone walls. Let's have a... let me go ahead and just steal from over here. I don't think these animals are going to stay here anyway, so I might as well just steal these walls and reuse them. I don't know what happened to my ewe. I'm kind of really annoyed about the fact that I had four rams and 1 ewe, and the only one that's dead is the ewe. Or has disappeared. That's not annoying at all. I'm going to need more than 9 walls. Come on now. Come on. Well, actually, I only need 9 walls on each side. Or something like that. Yep. Okay, move. They say plan your builds. You know they say things like that. They do say it. They say plan your builds and then you won't have these kinds of problems. I don't like planning my builds. People do, you know. Okay, go there. Then we want this one here. That wall right there should work out just fine for what we're doing now. I'm going to need the piggies for one thing, and I'm going to need, what is it called? A fence gate. That's it, a fence gate. Come here, you. You come in here. Good piggies. Alright, let's just close the fence right now while it's the two of you in here. And then, these Animania pigs will basically take care of themselves as long as they are not hungry and thirsty. As if you look at the one probe at the top of the screen, these two are. So first, let me make a crafting table out here. Just because there's probably this is probably a good place for a crafting table. Yep, this is probably a good place for a crafting table. Let's not put it somewhere. I'm going to have to put a roof over this barn, but let's get one thing at a time. A fence gate. That's the thing I want to try to do right now. A fence gate. Let's see. Fence posts. And no, I don't need all of that. All of that. Hey. Thank you. One fence gate. Oh no, it's getting dark. 1, 2, 3. Let's go right here with the fence gate. And then let's go through it. I gotta go sleep. Alright, I do not have enough wood, spruce wood, that I was using, of the wood that I was using right now, for that, to finish that structure. So let me go ahead and get this whole tree axe. This is supposed to cut down trees, like the whole tree, but it has a fatal flaw or two. I just looked at my diamonds. Can I please have my diamonds? Thank you. This will only take a few. Okay, so we'll have enough diamonds left over for the things that we need. Okay, so let's go ahead and make, yeah, that's close enough, this whole tree axe, and I'll give it a try. Now, the fatal flaw of this whole tree axe is it will only cut the tree if you can get to the very bottommost branch. And this particular mod pack, I hear a zombie. I'm looking for trees, but I hear a zombie. Can you people just not, be there? Where are you even spawning? Eh? Where did you spawn? Okay. So, anyway, right here, for example, on this spruce tree, I can tell that this is the bottom branch, or bottom log, so that should take the whole tree down. Now, I'm taking the time to pick up as many of these spruce saplings as I can, because otherwise... Oh, woodpecker on a tree! Because otherwise they will plant themselves. And what is this ironwood? This is ironwood. Let me get ironwood. The ironwood tree. And I don't know what kind of durability does this thing have. Look at me carrying all of my diamonds around when I don't actually need it. It doesn't say what kind of durability it has. So I guess we'll have to find out. Now... got some eggs. What kind of eggs did I get? Now, eggs, those are from, that was a woodpecker egg. I just looked at that woodpecker chopping the tree, and then the next thing you know, I have eggs from chopping down the tree. This ironwood also drops these ironwood berries. What is this? Murray pine? Okay. Alright, what is this? Iron berries. It says they have food value. Don't eat those. Don't eat those. If you don't know why not to eat them, go check out my first episode. No, my second episode of this series. You know, the one before we got a new world. Because, yeah, that was a bad thing. I'm gonna clear my inventory. And I'm gonna clear my inventory and go back to getting some more wood. And then when I've finished gathering some wood, I will be back. Okay, I have decided to go ahead and use this ironwood that I just collected. Hey, come on. To make the roof of the shed. Yeah, the roof of the piggy shed. because it looks like a decent enough color. It might not match exactly, but I will deal with that as I come to it. But while I was in here with the crafting table, I wanted to look at, whoops, this Animania mod, because those animals that are in a pen in Animania, you have to take care of them in a different way than you have to take care of regular animals. So, like regular Minecraft, regular default animals. Okay, so what I have done is I have put this @ symbol and Animania into the search window down here to pull up everything that's Animania. Trough. There is a trough. I want to see how to make the trough. Wood, iron, and a couple of sticks. So I can probably manage that. Grab me some of this oak wood. There's some sticks and iron. Okay. So, trough. Animania. I think this is what we have to put water or maybe even the food both in it. I'm not sure. Let's see what else we can find if we come around. Hamster wheel. We'll save that one for later. And a cheese mold, okay. A wheel, horse cart, covered wagon. Okay, so I'm going to assume that the trough is the thing for the food, and I'm going to make another one just in case it's the thing for the water. Okay, so we'll get these two things, and I'm going to shove them over here in this shed. And, yep. Okay, we're gonna... Yep. Okay. I'm gonna figure out where those monsters are spawning. I've created just enough of a hole that those sheep feel like they can escape. And they're making an effort. They haven't gotten anywhere so far yet. Okay. So, I'm gonna make some stairs. Let's go ahead and finish building this. I'm gonna build a shed out like this. Neener. Oh, hi. The chicken's been donating some feathers. So that's something that I'm not really sure how I feel about. It's like some mods, Quark may be one of the ones that does that. Oh, look, the woodpecker is, he said, you took down my tree, I'm gonna take down your pig shed. That's what the woodpecker says. What does the fox say? No. Fell. Lag. Yep. Can I have myself back now, please? Okay. Can we just, it's just a roof. It's just a roof. Can we have the roof, please? Okay. And I want to make the rest of it kind of flat, I think. I don't want it to be like, I don't want it to be an overly complicated shape, is what I'm saying. An overly complicated shape. You know what would be really helpful right about now? Would be a builder's wand. It'd be better for... That worked out well for me. Got rid of the woodpecker for the moment, though. Okay, I'm going to fight with my computer for a minute and finish this shed roof, and then I'll be back. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and install these troughs in this pen. I don't know if they're going to actually work for anything. So, wait, no, that wasn't what I wanted. I wanted you over here, please. Thank you. Okay, so it says trough, it says tank. Okay, so if I put water, I'm looking up here at the Animania, at the one probe at the top. There is a bar under where the checkmark X says, that says tank. You probably can't read it very well on what you're... oh, okay. So that putting water in the tank fills the tank up. And our thirsty, bored and hungry pig has decided to go over there. And they're drinking that water. Okay, that one's not... They're both... Okay. Uh-oh. That was enough to make them happy enough to make a baby. Okay, there says that one's hungry and that one's well fed. Just because I gave them water? Alright, I'm gonna I will get some carrots. I'm gonna guess, because pigs eat carrots in default, that what I need is carrots. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the water in that tank. Or I'm going to have to try to figure out if there's a way to automate it in this pack. I don't expect there to be much of a way to automate it since this is a carrots. Food chest. If you want to find food, I don't have carrots. Then that's a quest for another day. All right, here's what my little pig pen looks like right now. I'm gonna run over here because I found a single carrot in my garden plot over there, and I need to look. They've already drank half that water. I want to see if the carrots is what will feed them. Okay, it's only partly full. It looks like it takes 3 carrots to fill up the trough, and that one says he's well fed. That one says he's hungry, but he hasn't spoken to the trough yet. Move, piggy. Okay, let's fill that up. There's a carrot. So it looks like they do eat carrots. The trough would be really cute for us to look at if you didn't have that there. And I'm a little concerned about this thing where it says bored. It says he's bored. I'm gonna conduct an experiment. Let me be right back. So I was noticing that the pig is bored, and a bored pig usually means he doesn't have any mud, right? So mud blocks are essential for pigs. They love to dig around in it. So I figured I'd make him some mud. Make the piggies some mud. But for that I need a bucket of water and dirt. And right now, for me to refill my bucket, I have to go all the way down there to the beach. So there is a thing usually in Pam's, I think, called a well. Yes, well. In Pam's Harvest Craft, called a well. That's made out of just stone, any kind of stone, and some iron. And that's going to be an infinite water source. Which, if I'm going to have to be filling if I am going to have to continually refill the water for the pigs, it would probably be really useful to have a water source up there. Okay, I think the andesite might work, but what I was really looking for was a small stack of clean stone that I thought I had around here. Clean stone, there it is. Okay, so let me go ahead and craft this well, and we'll run that up there. And then I've got a little bit of dirt, so we can make some dirt or some mud. I can take my one little bucket and we can just decoratively apply mud up here to our pig pen. Yay, pig pen! Like, this entire episode is about a pig pen. I didn't really set out to do that, but oh well, we have the episode about a pig pen. Okay, I'm going to put this well device right here. I anticipate putting some other contrapulations in the area for the maintenance of the animals, but let's just call it a pig pen episode for today. I'm running out of time, I think. Okay, so I get 2 mud from each bucket of water, which is significantly better than I was expecting. Let's go ahead and make just 4 for right now and see how that does us. Okay, so a little bit of a pig wallow right here. We'll see if that makes the piggies happy. Oh, I don't want to be in it. And I grabbed a few more carrots while I was over there. Looks like the trough is full. Let me grab some more water out of the well. Oh, that was effective. Go over there. Is that full? You're bored and hungry, huh? Well, if you're too dumb to look in the trough, then that's not my problem. That one's content and well fed. That one's bored and well fed, and that one's bored and hungry. This one doesn't show if it doesn't appear to have a really strong tendency. Ah, there we go. The pig wallows, and yet he's still bored. Why are you still bored? Okay, how long does it take him to get? Okay, you go over here in the pig wallower as well. Go on, go on. Shove over there. It looks like I might need about 4 blocks of dirt. Okay, are you bored? Are you not bored now? Okay, now he's not bored. All right, or she's not bored. Ah, night is falling. Ah. Okay. All right, let me go sleep, and then I have one more thing I want to sneak in this episode. Yep, but sleeping is definitely going to be a thing. Alrighty. Sleeping is a thing. Oh, oh, whoa, whoa. Stop. All right. Well, I gathered a little bit of obsidian from there was a lava pool just off of the just off one of my tunnels that I dug in the mine. So I have the lava pool. If you hear noises, that's the dog and the husband in the background. Okay, so that's what I was saying. No, I'm making up. Oh no, it's a good thing I have a diamond pick. Let's just tear this down. Okay, so I'm gonna jump in the nether and just see what our nether spawn looks like. And then, yeah, okay, come on, come on. Failing at the building of the portal. Try again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and what I have done is this is the grass bridge, and I have placed it directly above our portal. I'm not really particularly bothered by the noise of the portal usually, but just because it's here now doesn't mean that this is where it's going to stay permanently. It's just I want it to be at a little bit of a higher elevation so I can get just a little bit higher nether spawn. And I want it to be at 0, 0 so that it won't be too far to move it. I will eventually want to move it to 0, 0. So let's have a look and see what our nether spawn looks like. Yay! Nope, I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay. Long loading time because it's the first time in the nether. Please give us a decent nether spawn. Okay, brown elder mushroom cap. Well, it doesn't seem to be damaging me, so that is okay as far as it goes. That would mean that this is a fungal forest. Now, I brought my, this. Okay, so the map does work in the nether, and it looks like it went ahead and marked for me the, portal. So that's something. What are those? Okay. Okay, so there's our nether spawn. This is a really cool nether biome. We are a little bit on a cliff. Let's see. I'm at 82 and very close to 0, 0. So what I'm going to want to do, probably, is I'm going to want to ultimately move my portal above here. But this is a really cool biome to have spawned into. In fact, I'm a little bit... okay, can I get down? That's one thing. Let's see if I can get down. Get there. There we go. I want to know if this is going to hurt me. Hypatia. Red elder mushroom caps. Is this even a safe place to walk? I feel like I've seen people in other worlds, in other mod packs, in areas similar to this, have problems with pink creepers. Okay, I saw... Yeah, I'm trying to get over here because that hanging structure right there is just too tempting. I'm very curious about it. I want to see if I can get over there, or get to where one of them is. Okay, and another thing is I want this lively netherrack. I want to get a few samples of this little lively netherrack because... Can you stop falling where I can't reach you? No, that's good. Put the stuff back that you just harvested. Use a different block, maybe, for bridging right now. Okay. I want some of this lively netherrack because I noticed something in the JEI. JEI, lively netherrack. Lively... This is what I noticed. Lively netherrack bricks. They look purple to me in that JEI. I want some to find out if they are. So let's get some of that while we can. Okay. Ah, I fell. I wasn't paying attention. I fell. It scared me. Okay, there's a torch right there, so I know where my little hole... Okay, I don't think I can get to one. Oh, disappointing. I don't think I can get to one. There's one right here. No! I was right! I was right! There are creepers here! No, 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 no! Oh, out, out! I'm out! I'm out! I'm so out! I'm out if I can get out. No, 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 no. Okay. I was right. This kind of nether spawns those kind of creepers. I'm out of here. I'm so out of here. I'm not nearly equipped enough for that kind of creeper. Nice, safe spawn. Okay. Well, the next item on the agenda is to get, some leather, because I don't have any, and I need books, and I don't think I'm going to go back in that. I mean, going in there and stealing one bookshelf out of that room is one thing, but now I have this, which is a ground trap. It's also from Pam's Harvest Craft, which will supposedly, I believe, spawn leather in, if I keep it continually enough supplied with grain bait, which is a product of wheats and rye and, let's see, grain bait. Grain bait. Let's see. Let's just look up leather. Let's do this. L-E-A-T, leather. See? Okay. Here is regular leather. Now we have here the crafting table. We can get it from rabbit hide. We already know that from vanilla. We can use this ground trap, and if we put grain bait in, or fruit bait or veggie bait, which we can make from string and any of our produce, it looks like, we can get that leather. Or this says that we can get it from 6 different mobs. We can get it from llama, horse, donkey, mushroom, mule, and cow, which we already knew from vanilla. But anyway, so that's what I have a grain trap for. And for the string, I can just use the wool that I can get off of the sheep. Now that I have found enough sheep to do that, you can just put wool, if I can find one really, really fast. Wool into a pulvis. Think into the pulvis. Was it the furnace? Maybe it's the furnace. Nope. Okay, it doesn't like this wool. It doesn't like this regular merino wool, but you can just change that to white wool, and then it will work. I promise. There it goes. So, let me go ahead and grab a block of stone so that I can not waste that lava bucket of fuel. Not that lava buckets of fuel are... So there's some string I can make. Come on, come on. Come on! And then that lava bucket can work. Wait, I don't need that. Okay, you can do it anyway. I might want gravel later for concrete. Okay. So, bait, leather, ground trap. I've already made the ground trap. Come here, you. Leather, ground trap, grain bait, string, and just a little bit of grain, and you get a couple of baits. Excuse me. It's very, very easy. It's just the only thing you really have to know to make this work is that trap has to be set into the ground like this. It has to be flat. You can't just plunk it down on the ground. You have to set it into the ground. You put your grain in there, and then as you saw, I had eggs in here earlier, so it'll just eventually produce something. And it's just a random chance thing, I think. But anyway, that'll have to be enough for this episode, because I'm sure I'm out of time by now. So aside from that and maybe finding cows for leather, we're just going to have to... Air-a-doodle-doo, toodaloo.